still be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Hey cuties, and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. I'm Cora, and today I'm gonna share every single male CC hair that I currently have in my CC folder with you guys. Of course, you can find links to everything in the description down below. And if you're new here, hey, hello, welcome. If you are as addicted to CC as I am and you enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. I upload CC related videos every week, so there's a lot to look forward to if you enjoyed today's video. But without further ado, this video is going to take forever, so get everything you need to be comfortable for the next 15 minutes. Grab a snack, grab a drink, grab anything you need, and let's just sit back, relax, let's talk about life, talk about The Sims, talk about whatever comes to my mind. First of all, I want to apologize to you. Okay, I know, this is a very unconventional way to start my video, but I lied to you in the thumbnail, okay? And I would like to take a moment to apologize. I put in the thumbnail that there's 200 CC hairs. I'm sorry to disappoint you, there is only 199. Okay, I lied, I clickbaited you, but honestly, can you really be mad at me? Did you want me to put 199 in the thumbnail? Because I would have, but it just 200 really looks better. So we're one hair short. As a small apology though, a lot of these hairstyles come both in a version with little bangs and strands poking out everywhere and in a version without. And before I uploaded this video, or before I started creating this video, I went through all of my male hair and I was like, what can I take out? There's just so much that I'm not using, so many hairs, and we would have sat here for probably an hour if I didn't go through my male CC and took everything out that I wasn't actually using. And a lot of times these hairstyles have both the strands and the no strands, and for most of them I took out the one without strands. So if you are a fan of the hairstyles without strands, then you can, I said strands so many times it does not sound like a word to me anymore, but you can get those, and that kind of adds up to over 200 hairs. So did I redeem myself? I don't know, you're the judge of this. Let me know if you're mad at me, okay? Please don't. Please. Please. I can't take it. I've honestly been a little bit of a crybaby, I'm not gonna lie. I have been so tired lately. I've also, if you didn't know, I have a lot of mental health things going on. So if that's any trigger to you, just mute me for a while and tune back in a few minutes. I don't want to trigger anyone with anything. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I tried a new medication, and well, I did try it in a lower dosage. And last time I went to my psychiatrist. Last time I went to my psychiatrist, he told me that I can try a higher dosage because the lower dosage didn't really show any results, at least not any remarkable results. So, I got home and I tried a higher dosage, and I asked him if I had to start low again and then take more each day or each other day or whatever, and he said no. He did tell me I can just go in and take the full 30 or 40 milligrams a day. So I did that. I trusted him, I did that. And the first day, oh my god, was I dizzy. It was honestly unbearable. I just couldn't. I was so dizzy that I had to lay down. It was really bad. Also, I have a chronic neck pain that I honestly, at this point, I don't think it's ever gonna get fixed. It's just something I have to live with now. I did see a bunch of doctors, and I feel like it's definitely stress related, and also it started when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, so I kind of feel like it has to do with that, but who knows. But yeah, I also got a really bad neck ache, and I was dizzy. I didn't really have an appetite, but I was starving. I could tell that I was hungry. I just didn't feel like eating anything. I did eat, obviously, because my body needed food, but it's a weird stage where you take meds and they have so many side effects, and the side effects that I experienced should all be avoidable. I read online if you start with a lower dosage and kind of gradually increase the dosage, it should be way better on the body, but my psychiatrist said I could start with a higher dosage, so I did that. Luckily I could also like focus a little bit better, and like I wasn't as anxious, so that's also good. But yeah, like I said, I was dizzy, so I'm already a huge crybaby because of that. If I feel like I talk about this in so many videos, but dizziness is my number one most hated symptom of feeling sick or unwell or whatever. Dizziness and nausea. No, actually, dizziness is second place, okay? Nausea is worse. I don't care what you have to say. Feeling nauseous is the worst. But yeah, I was dizzy to the point where like when I looked around too fast, things kind of got blurry and I saw things twice. It was really annoying. So I couldn't work for like most of the week. I tried to like fit in work whenever it was possible because I really wanted to get this video up for you. I also planned on uploading like two more videos, but who knows if I'll get them done because I was honestly kind of just knocked out from the meds. And it's really hard because they're supposed to help me like focus and not feel as like anxious or like, I don't even know the word, like as wound up internally. And it's hard to tell if you can focus and concentrate on something if you feel dizzy to the point that you're just like laying in bed flat, still feeling dizzy. So it was a little bit hard to judge that. I did notice though that I was like way less anxious, and usually my anxiety is there like 24/7. Even if it's not a bad day, it's still kind of like an underlying feeling of being a little bit like uneasy or stressed out or something, and that was completely gone, which was a little bit of a surreal experience. Like every time I thought about it, I was like, am I anxious? I was like, no, I'm actually like really at peace right now. Like I'm really calm, and that's something that I haven't experienced, I want to say, ever. So that was a really nice feeling, I'm not gonna lie. But also yesterday, if you didn't know, I foster cats. I do talk about them frequently, but I feel like in the past few videos I haven't. So if you're new here, I foster cats. I have been for like over a year at this point, and the current kitty cat that I have here, one of them, has been here since March, and he is honestly such an angel. That little cat is, well, he's huge. First of all, he's not a little cat, but let me call him a little cat, please, okay? He is amazing. He's like the sweetest little thing. He was very shy at first, wouldn't eat. Told this story like a million times, but it was just so heartbreaking. Like he was really just depressed and just sad and so nervous, and he was hiding, and now he's just blossomed into such a confident, well, for his standards, confident. You know, there's still a lot that I think he will learn with time. But yeah, I love him. I've had him for like 7 months now, so as you can imagine, a pretty long time. My longest foster cats I've had here for like 6 months, and the others were here for like 3 and 2, I believe, months, so not that long. But this one has been here forever, and I feel like I've had such a journey with him, and I'm just so proud of how confident he got and how much more of a cat and like happy cat life he can live. It's just so amazing to see. And like every time, like we had visitors the other day, it was my roommate's birthday, and she had like 2 friends here, and then it was me and my other roommate, and we all sat in the living room, and usually my ginger cat would not come out. He would just sit under the bed and wait until everyone is gone, and then take another hour to finally come out and be like, okay, it's safe. But he actually just walked into the living room, walked up to everyone, got a little pet from everyone, like on the head or wherever, and actually sat in the hallway watching us for a while. And that was like such enormous like growth for him. It was just so beautiful to see. Like I'm so proud of him because he's just learning, you know, that he can do things and nothing bad is going to happen to him. But yesterday, the organization I work with, there's a person who I always talk to about the cats, because I don't have to, like, in parentheses, advertise them anywhere. Like I don't have to put up their profile or write anything or whatever. Like that's all taken care of by the organization. And the person that I am in contact with yesterday told me that there's people who are interested in the cats, and of course my first instinct was to sob, cry my eyes out. It was bad, you know. It's so terrible, and especially with this cat, because with every single cat I have a very strong bond, I feel like, but certain cats, and like I'm sure that people who also foster, people who have pets themselves know that there's always like one animal that really gets to you. For me, the last one that really got to me was my last forever cat that I owned. I had him from like the age of 10 to almost 15, and he, even though he was only with me for about 5-ish years, he had such a big impact on me. Like, he was such an amazing cat, and I could still to this day like cry thinking about him not being alive anymore. And you know, like sometimes you just have like an extra special connection to an animal, even if you love all of your other pets. And I've loved all of my other foster cats, but I just know that with this boy, I've been through so much with him, and he's like made so much progress. I can't pronounce words today. I'm so sorry. Progress. That it's gonna be so sad to see him go. And I know, like, everyone always asks me, like, oh, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, just keep them, just, you know, why don't you keep them? Why do you foster? Like, it's so sad to see them go. I couldn't do it. And I was like, yeah, but I know that every time I rescue an animal, that means they either don't end up in a shelter, a foster home somewhere else where people don't have a lot of time for them, and it's better than a shelter, but, you know, not ideal for a cat. And I just know that every time I foster a cat and they find a forever home, I can foster another cat who then finds a forever home as well, and doesn't have to either live on the streets or in shelters or die way too early. It's just, you know, I know that I'm kind of doing something good for cats, and that is my main priority. And I'm definitely not opposed to one day in the future own a cat of myself again. And this boy, like, if he would have come in like 2 or 3 years time, there would have been no question that I would have kept him. But right now, you know, my boyfriend just bought a house, so I know he lives in the UK and I live in Germany, so I know I'm gonna visit him frequently. And with YouTube being my career and me studying from at home, I know I can spend like extended periods of time with him, and that is great. That's something I really look forward to, and I'm just excited for it. And obviously I can't have a cat if I like aim to spend a few weeks, maybe even a month or something at a time at my boyfriend's. I can't have a cat and do that to a cat every time, like leave and have my roommates take care of them or whoever. Like, it's just not fair on the cat, and it's not a perfect cat life, so I don't want to do that. And I also, you know, I'm still a student, and it's just, I don't have that much money, and I want to be like super financially stable if I have a pet. So I know that whenever something is wrong with them, I don't even like worry about having to pay for anything. It's not that I would now, like I would always go to the vets and pay whatever needs to be paid, but I want to be at a point where I'm just comfortable doing that and not always having like a mental breakdown when my cat gets sick and adding like money worries on top of worrying about your animal. And I also, yeah, I just don't know what's gonna happen for the next years, and I want to keep fostering, like I said. And with this cat, it's just gonna be very tricky because he's not, like I said, the most comfortable with other cats. Like, he's not confident, he doesn't like change that much. So putting him through like the process of just fostering a lot of different cats would be so mean. Like, that's definitely not the cat he is, and I would take that into consideration when I keep my forever cat. Like, I would want it to be a cat that's like very social with others, so that I can end up fostering for like, I don't know, I don't want to say the rest of my life, but the rest of my life. I just, you know, it's the one thing, because I struggle with so many things mentally that I know, because I would love to do more things like in different organizations and like, well, it's not called, well, what is it called? Organizations to I don't know. I don't know the word. But yeah, like, I'd love to do more things like that, but I know that especially my social anxiety just keeps me from doing things with humans, even though I think that is so important that there's work done and people who do that sort of stuff. But it's just not in my, like, it's not realistic for me to do, because I get so stressed out and anxious if I have to work with new people all the time, and it's just not for me. And then also, obviously, having depressions, it's really hard to have like a set timeline where you know you will be available. Like, I just always have setbacks where I can't do anything. So fostering cats is something that I feel like is important, and it's something that I can do without draining myself too much, even though obviously I am always devastated when the cats go. But yeah, like I said, that's why I've been a little crybaby the last few days. But I'm sure it will get better. I know that I will obviously make sure that he finds a good forever home, so no doubt that he will have a great life, but I will still be upset about it. So with that said, hope you guys are doing better than me. Maybe that should just be everyone's aspiration in life, do better than Core. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you all next time. Bye!
Think about it 7 days a week and this just can't be how it's supposed to end up. 'Cause what if you should really be with me? I wonder what the hell you didn't see. But honestly I can't remember